What's up, everyone? It's Dre Trades here, and we're going to do a little different video today. We're going to talk about DraftKings, and we're going to keep the energy level a little down today because DraftKings has just been sinking. So this is like a somber type video, but I want to try to figure out what's going on with this thing. We're just going to look at the charts real quick, but before I do that, I just want to pull up what happened today. So the market's closed. It's 446 on a Thursday. Yeah, so you can see the Dow up 126. Basically, everything's up. The big number that stands out here is the red, which is the VIX. The VIX was down 1.7 today, which is 6%. I think that's huge. So the market is not really caring about when we get the stimulus, but just caring about that it knows we are going to get the stimulus. And something else that stands out here, like it says, Biden polling leading over Trump grows in wake of debate and president COVID diagnosis. So, Biden's up in the polls. The polls are saying he's going to win, and there's even a good chance that it could be a blue wave. Now, it's no secret. The market knows that, and we're up. So, hey, all aboard, I guess, right? I don't know. I think it's really all about stimulus. Doesn't matter who's president, what kind of taxes are going to be imposed on the markets. Doesn't even matter, according to what's happening. Remember, we was up huge yesterday as well. So here's DraftKings. All right, let's get to what you want to know about. And it's just been a hell of a stock, man. If you was in this thing way over here when it broke out from 42, 40, you made some killer money, including myself. I made a boatload on this thing, but I'm like giving it back. You giving it back? Anything else? I got leaps. Vertical leaps. I got the 45, 65s that expired January, not this year, but next year, 2022. So I'm feeling kind of safe, but I would have liked for it to just kind of, I don't want to see this, but so I'm a little patient, but I am giving back some of that money. So you can see I previously drew a couple of lines here. And this was the first level of support, kinda. Well, I'm going to say one of the levels up to support because I'm looking at this one up here as well. And I was like, well, if it breaks down there, we're going to come down to here, and then maybe that's it. And I thought this one was pretty strong, right? This one right here. But no, it wasn't. What happened? What happened here? Well, that's when, the whole thing started when DraftKings wanted some of the action. They're going to sell 32 million shares, right? 16 million with the shareholders, 16 million with the company. And boom, it just collapsed. I'm like, all right, I'm comparing it to Tesla. I'm like, Tesla did it. And everything was just fine, so that's what I'm thinking, right? And generally, company wants to get in on the action. It's kind of a buy sign. So anyway, it sold off and it came down to this point, which is $56. No big deal. I'm totally I'm ready. I'm salivating to buy more. I'm like, all right, this is great, But then, then they say, oh, the offering price was $52. I'm thinking they got out, 62, I don't know, $52. So we have $52. You can't even get 50. Oh, man. So boom, right? Gap down, right? The market basically brings it right down to the 52 mark. So I'm like, okay, yeah, we should hold 52. But no, we didn't. We're down here. Here he is. We're closing at 51.13. So I'm like, man, there's a problem. There's a problem. So I'm looking at this level of support, and we kind of broke that, right? So now here's another level. So it almost seems like it's just every dollar. Are we going to reach that? Did we just overshoot? I don't know. I think we might come down to at least 50. We're way oversold looking at the stochastic. Now let's pull up the daily. Let's look at the daily a little bit. And one thing I noticed here is this volume. It's killer volume this day, right? It was almost like a washout. I'm thinking, okay, that's it, right? Because if you right here, the average volumes traded is 20 million a share. 20 million a share. It's 20 million a day, right? But today it traded 65 million shares was traded in. That's 3 times, right? Look at that volume. So generally, that's it, right? That's it. No, no, that wasn't it. We sold off even more. So look at all this red. Look, I mean, they are selling just as if here they were buying. Look at that volume coming in as we just flying up, right? We go sideways, volume tames, and then boom, it starts to kind of come up again as we rise. And now we're just everyone is bailing, and I think it's overdone. I mean, this kind of is telling me, you know what, this thing is overdone. But so I'm still in it. I'm going to go ahead and be in it for a while. I got to probably think of a out. Where do I want out? But I don't really have that number. I believe in it. That's why I sold the least. I want it out at 65. I want it out right there. But I'm thinking, okay, I got a couple of years. This thing, when I get out, probably be trading 80 or something like that, 75, 70. And I'll just get out naturally, with the short options. So anyway, so if you want to get in DraftKings, here's your chance, right? Here's your chance. It's probably a good entry. Now let me pull up the weekly so you can see more stuff that's going on. We'll look at it then on the weekly, and I'm going to clear all these lines out. All right, let's clear them all out, and I done effed up. There we go. Now you can see right here. Here's the breakout point. I'm just going to draw the breakout point. Right, this is when I was on my videos on my channel saying, "Oh, you got to get in. It's looking good." This is where I called it. Go back in the channels, go back, look at the videos, and I'm all over DraftKings right here. I'm looking at the volume, and this was looking good. So generally, when this happens, we went up a little too high and fast. And generally, when this happens, you check back to the breakout, and then you go up, right? So you break out, which what we did, we check back and now I know the check back is like, the check back point is another $10, man. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a check back all the way to the breakout point. No. So, but that could happen, man. It really could. So how about if I pull out a Fibonacci? I'm going to pull out two Fibonaccis. All right. I'm going to start one right here because here's the bottom. Right, that's the low. And then we just go to the high real quick. Right around there. And you can see the 50% retracements at 45 and the 41, the 61.8, which is more popular. I like the 61.8 retracement. It's 41. That's the breakout point. Look at it. It sits right on the breakout point. So we may, I mean, this is low, come to the breakout point. I'm hoping we go no longer than 45, and maybe this 50. Maybe this 50 holds, right? The 38.2. It's kind of rarish, but maybe it holds. So we'll see. What I said in the previous video, I'm waiting for an update. I want to see an update in DraftKings because there hasn't been one since the sale of stock. So you pull up the dailies. This thing has just been red. I think this, I don't know what candle this is. I think it was red. I don't think it was a green day. Anyway, red. And so maybe right in here, you can see that support, right? You see the support just sitting there. Hopefully we hold on. Let's pull up the daily one more time. And let's get rid of all these drawings. Okay. All right. Now, I did it from down here before. Let's do another fib. And let's do it from this point. This point. This is where we really started rocking and rolling, right? So pull it up to there. And this one, maybe a little better. And to keep what I said in mind before, there's the 45 is a 61, 45.90, $46 is the 61.8, and the $50, the 50% retracements at 49.42. So I like the way this one lines up right there at the support. So I like, and I'm drawing this because I'm in the stock. So I'm like, all right, I like this one. Hey, put in the comments where you would have drawn the Fibonacci from this point or way down here to this point. All right, so I'm going to say, you know what, 45.90. I think that's where we go to. And hopefully we hold. Hopefully we bounce. We bounce right there. Now, if you look at some of the news in the stock, there's been some upgrades today, right? You got a DraftKings stock price target raised to 60 from 39 at Troost. I think that's how you pronounce it. And there's another upgrade in here. It's Cohen. Yeah. Cohen initiates coverage on DraftKings with market perform rating, announces price target of $55. So people still want on this stock. They want in. And another thing that brought it down today, let's pull up the 15 minutes, is because the NFL, these players are getting COVID. They're thinking about canceling a game or two or three. So every time that happens, it's just a little negative pressure on the stock, right? A little negativity. So the stock wants to trade down. But I think in all of this, they knew this was going to happen. They knew we're trying to play in a COVID society, and then there's going to be some ups and downs, right? So I don't know if that's a shocker, like, oh my gosh. And, if I'm a gambler and Tennessee's not playing, do I not gamble now? You know what I mean? Do I not, play some money on whoever is playing the Jets? There's a guaranteed money right there. So no, I don't know. So anyway, hang in there, I think, is the sum of this video. Let's see what happens. And one of my favorite, well, this day, I'm really looking at that was some huge volume. But we went a little lower. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Let's see if we can turn this thing around. Let's see what happens. I don't know. But find your level to get out or find your level to buy more. I think you have to be in this for the long term like I am. I wish my options expired 2 years from now, not the 1 year. But I think I'm going to be good. I think I'm just hold on and watch the gains come out of my portfolio. And hopefully the gains come back in when it reaches here. Right here. I need you to be somewhere right around this level. Basically, for me to lose and to lose money, let me clear all of this out. For me to lose and to lose substantially, you're basically telling me this thing is not going to go across this line up into here. I think we can gyrate around and maybe make a handle or another, and kind of go up. So I'm going to say, I think I'm okay, but I'm monitoring the situation closely. All right, so tell me what you think of DraftKings. I'm a little different video, no picture in the corner. I'm Dre Trades. I'm on Twitter, Dre Trades on Instagram, and Dre Trades 2 right here on YouTube. Please subscribe, like this video, and we'll get back with you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll talk about maybe some stocks I've been picking up in my other portfolio. I'll give you a teaser. I picked up some Ford. I sold some puts on Ford to own it. I sold some puts on GoPro. Can you believe that? And I want to talk about that if I get a chance. And I bought some IBM, but before the pop, so I look like a genius. Anyway, so let me get out of here. And remember, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff. This is Dre Trades 2. I'm out.